Lonely Sunday. For Jochen Bruck, Sunday was the worst day of the week. The streets of Ansbach were deserted, there were no children in the playground, and there was nobody to talk to. He opened the door to the balcony of the apartment. From there, he could see the garden of the Black Knight restaurant, where his mother worked as a waitress. Jochen missed his mother the most on Sundays. Sundays had been so wonderful when his father had been living with them. Mother would prepare delicious roast chicken and potatoes, and Jochen would play football with his father on the lawn. Jochen watched Monica and Peter play ball with their father, and tears came to his eyes. He turned back into his room and looked at the untidy bed, the dirty clothes strewn all over the carpet. He slipped into his jacket and got out of there fast, to a place where he could breathe again. As he ran alongside the wooden fence, he was greeted by Ferdinand, the big Alsatian.
Ferdinand, one day I'll outrun you.
He was amused, but it didn't make him feel better. He started to kick all the conkers on the pavement and send them flying across the street. One fell on Mrs. Hammerstein's sunshade.
Of course, it's Jochen Bruck. You will never learn to behave. Think of your mother, boy. Poor woman, slaving away for an ungrateful boy like you.
Jochen broke into a run and came to the deserted marketplace. A lone tourist clicked a picture of him and casually promised to send him a copy, without even asking his address. He did not know where to go next, and so decided to go and see his mother at the Black Knight restaurant. He knew his mother did not like him to come to the restaurant during her working hours, so he would just try to catch a glimpse of her through one of the windows. Jochen carefully peeped through the window into the smoky room. The restaurant was full. Not a seat was vacant. Suddenly, his mother emerged from behind a door. Her blonde hair was neatly set into a bun, and she wore more lipstick than usual. A big man waved at her to take his order. She smiled at him politely, but it wasn't the smile he knew. The smile did not reach her green eyes. As she waited to take the order of an old couple, the polite smile died on her lips. She looked tired and worried. Her legs seemed to hurt. Jochen felt like rushing after her to help her. He wanted to bring the real smile back into her eyes. A hot lump rose to his throat. He turned and ran blindly, not knowing where he was going, away from the tired face of his mother. And suddenly, he knew where to go and what to do. He climbed up to his flat. He pulled the door shut behind him and hung his jacket on a hanger on the hall stand. Then he put on his slippers and washed his hands. He cleaned up his room and also tidied up his mother's bedroom. He cleaned the whole flat. He washed the dishes and put them away. Then he treated himself to a massive sandwich of ham, cucumbers, mayonnaise, and tomato ketchup. Instead of a Coke, he had a glass of cold milk. He felt good for the first time since his father went away. He took out his school bag from under his table and started doing his homework in his best handwriting. He looked at his watch and realized that his mother would be home soon. He went into the kitchen and decided to make spaghetti before his mother came home. He laid the table with their best china and polished the silver cutlery they used only on very special occasions. The door opened and Jochen could hear his mother taking off her shoes with a sigh.
My feet are killing me.
Then she went into the kitchen and asked, almost apologetically,
Would you mind if we just had a sandwich for dinner tonight? Jochen, I'm too tired to cook us a hot meal. I could open...
Jochen heard her pause. He knew she had reached the kitchen door and was looking at the beautifully laid table. To his room and looked at him. Tears glistened in her eyes as she smiled at him. The old familiar smile that spread over her face and reached her eyes. She hugged him, the way she used to when he was small, and Jochen did not push her away, as he used to do lately.